Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for our weekly track roundup, where I tell you guys what I feel musically made for the best tracks this past week, the worst tracks this past week, and everything in the middle. If you want to support this segment, hit up our Amazon Associates link down there in the description. If you click on it and you live in the US, anything you buy off Amazon, we get kickback from it, does not add to your overall price, and that's it. It's convenient. It's easy. Just use it to buy some stuff you were going to buy anyway. Cool? Cool. All right, let's get into these songs. We're going to kick it off with the worst tracks of the week. Coming up first here, we have the band Haybaby, who I was recommended by a few periodicals, a few music periodicals, online publications this past week. And this song is like pretty much everything bad about 90s revivalism right now. Just not good writing on this track, not a very good performance either. The music video is absolutely cringeworthy, and the vocals are pretty obnoxious as well. It's like just a very cursory understanding of what made so many 90s acts, like Nirvana and Hole, for example, so good. It's kind of like they're playing a really bad version of cover band on this track, but instead of covering a specific group, they're just kind of blandly covering just kind of a blanket 90s rock statement. It's pretty excruciating, but not more excruciating than the new Future track, which features Drake, the song Used to This, which is just such a disgustingly effortless cut on both of their parts that it's I don't know, really reached a new level of disappointing, in my opinion. It's like Drake and Future know that as long as they're on the same track together, they really don't have to do anything. They can just like lazily coast on by and just give us the most phoned-in track imaginable, and people will just be like, hey, it's a Drake and Future track, hey! So, just toss that mess in the trash. And finally, Lena Dunham with Sensual Pantsuit Anthem. This is garbage. It's a pro-Hillary rap song where if you can stomach it, Miss Dunham dances around in a bikini, and for whatever reason, Charlemagne the God signed on to this. Hopefully he got a big fat check. Not only is this not funny, not only is it badly reasoned, not only is it in bad taste, not only will it probably hurt Hillary's chances of winning more than it will help, not only is it cringy, but it's, I don't know, that's really all there is to it. That's all the things that there is to say about it. I could really go on forever listing things that are horrible about this track, whether it be her voice, her rapping, her lyrics, which she's not a very good writer. I don't know why people give her any credit as a writer. Like, oh, she's this great new writer in television and in the industry. These lyrics are trash. I think if this is proof of anything, it's proof that if Trump wins, the musical landscape for the next 4 years will be garbage, because songs like this are going to get a pass every month because everybody and their mom is going to want to step up to bat to drop an anti-Trump song because hating Trump is popular, and it doesn't really matter the quality of the song, the quality of the person, in this case, a dumpster fire who is sort of at the forefront of the song. None of that really matters. As long as it's an anti-Trump song, that's all that's going to matter. Also, the new La Tigre song is certainly an example of that as well. So, having said this, maybe consider just voting Hillary for the sake of music, for the future of music, because even if we go through economic hell and, it's just politics as usual, at least we're not going to get more sensual pantsuit anthems. And I don't know how many more of these I can withstand without wanting to kill myself. I mean, recently Miss Dunham had put out a track, or put out this short little video, or retweeted a video on her Twitter account about the extinction of white men. And maybe this is how she's going to do it. She's going to continually put out tracks like this until people like myself just drink bleach until we just pass out and are just no longer with the living, because with another sensual pantsuit anthem coming out every month, potentially, if Trump wins office, it's just not going to be worth it to live. I don't know if our country can is strong enough to withstand another blow like this song, because the song does fucking blow. Worst track of the week, without a doubt, obviously. Moving on from there, The songs that I was just kind of indifferent toward, but are definitely worth your time, worth checking out. Sting has a new track out titled Petrol Head, which I don't think there are many Sting fans in my audience, though you should most definitely listen to the goddamn Police if you haven't already. I mean, their first several records are great. And this new song over here isn't too bad either. I mean, Sting's voice sounds great on the cut. He's passionate. He's fiery. The guitars and the bass on this thing are really driving. They're really peppy. They're really energetic. It's not one of these songs that you typically expect from a rocker of Sting's age, as being like super laid back and not really that memorable. This is like a very tense track, you know, it has a seriously a kinetic energy to it that I like a lot. Neil Young has a track out called Peace Trail, which is kind of a very stoned, lazy, laid-back folk rock tune, which is just sort of okay. It's pretty forgettable, but are his background vocals, do they have some auto-tune on them on this track? I couldn't quite tell. They sounded weird. That definitely stuck out to me, sort of soured the track for me in all honesty. Moving on from there, Kevin Abstract with the song Yellow, which... The other song he put out this past week I did like a lot more, but this track to me kind of felt like a very sunny, almost indie pop influence cut, like almost as if he was listening to a little bit of Passion Pit. Didn't really care for it too much, but certainly a new avenue for him and a pretty cool attempt at doing something sort of sugary and sweet. But of course, you know, the lyrics don't necessarily match the musical flavor of the track, of course. And then we have Gucci Mane with Floor Seats featuring Quavo, which is pretty forgettable. Gucci Mane has another project on the way. It's like his third project since he's come out of prison. And for sure, it's going to be just as bland as like Woptober. We have Common with Pyramids, the new Common record. I'm looking forward to reviewing that. Even though this track didn't seem to me to be one of his most memorable, it's certainly, you know, got a great beat to it. Has some decent bars on it, and a good vocal performance as well. All right, and moving on to the best tracks of the week. We are flying through this list. We have Open Mike Eagle, who recently just contributed a song to that 40 Songs in 30 Days, anti-Trump songs, and I'm not really sure what this song has to do with Trump other than that his face is sort of pasted on the YouTube video for it. I mean, I guess you could relate it to, you know, how he sort of... I don't know, handles his exes and handles his relationships, sort of like in the way Mike Eagle is implying with the title and its inclusion in this list. But you could totally subtract the song outside of the context of this Trump compilation, and it's really its own song. And it's a really hilarious track, again, about how to be super petty to your ex, and the way that Mike Eagle goes through all the ways that you can be petty toward your ex are actually pretty clever, pretty hilarious. It's a track I actually wish could have made it on a dark comedy. It just seems so fitting. Foxygen with Follow the Leader. Foxygen, these two new tracks are so amazing. I'm so glad that they're back. I'm so glad that they're coming back into the fold with some great production, some great backing instrumentation, and some good songs that are actually memorable and well written. The music video on this thing is a little silly, but I love the horn sections on this track. I love the sort of old soul of the lead vocals on this cut. These guys really embody just like what was so great about the Stones and the Kinks, but like, I don't know, in a way that's tasteful and it's a way that in a way that's actually exciting to me. So I don't know, I can't wait to hear this new record from them. Just super psyched. Bruno Mars with Versace on the Floor. I will just say in a nutshell, this song sounds like good sex in the 80s. Huge Michael Jackson influence on this cut. And I don't know, it's got a bit of a synth era, sort of a synth funk era like R&B flavor to it. It's cool. It's a slow jam. It's easy on the ears. It's passionate. We just need to get Bruno Mars to stop wearing that hat. That sort of white 24 in Roman numerals hat, because it's ugly as hell and it looks like a Make America Great Again cap, but it just has 24 on it. Like just get rid of it. Moving on from there, Chemical Brothers have a new solid track out titled Chemical, which has a great beat to it, very driving, though it does sound a little dated. I think it's a good single. And moving on from there, the other song that Kevin Abstract dropped this past week, the track Miserable America, which is actually really funky, really groovy, kind of low key, and has a great bass line to it. And this track is actually really telling in terms of like his sexuality, his relationships, his sort of a emotional status when it comes to his boyfriend. I don't know if he had a particular boyfriend in mind or if this is just kind of a general feeling that he has about a story in his head that he's made up. I'm not entirely sure. But it's actually a pretty compelling track, and I think one of the most personal and telling and I don't know, almost like diary-like tracks that I've ever heard from Kevin Abstract. It's going to be interesting to sort of see him on his new record if he drops more stuff like this on that album, because if so, it's could shape up to be one of the more exciting albums of, I don't know, this year or next year. I'm not exactly sure when he's dropping it. Please put something on the screen if there is a date or some kind of a ballpark time frame as to when that album is going to drop. Appreciate it. All right, a couple more left. Miraculously, Big Sean has dropped 2 tracks this past week that I thought were good. The song Bounce Back and No More Interviews. The song No More Interviews I thought was a pretty smart and interesting track. Big Sean kind of responding to the whole Kid Cudi drama. I'm not exactly sure how he was implicated in that. Did Cudi mention him? If he did, I forget. I'm sorry. But even if he didn't, it sort of seemed like a really smart response to the whole thing, because a lot of what he's saying sort of came down to, look, dude, the business is hectic. We're all busy. We're all doing our own thing. If you felt some kind of way or like, hey, you know, these guys don't care about it anymore, you could have called me. You could have contacted me. You didn't really need to take it to Twitter and be all dramatic. Big Sean sort of, you know, plays like the really smart, let's cool things down kind of dude, and sort of gives his own perspective. Like, you know, I'm sort of doing my own thing. I'm not like trying to take anything away from you. You know, and if I could do anything for you, just let me know. It seemed like kind of a smarter response than what Drake had brought to the table, and everybody sort of jumped down his throat for kind of making fun of Cudi while he was in rehab, in sort of that diss that he had dropped from some of those cuts that are going to be on his latest record. But yeah, I'm really liking that track. I thought Big Sean's rapping was impassioned and actually like really engaging on that cut. And he actually like strung together a really solid narrative and point on the track. And then with the track Bounce Back, this song all about him taking an L but like coming back. And he really actually fucking does it on the song, because this is one of the better tracks I think he's ever dropped. Solid verses, solid flows, really great hook on this cut. And it's also low key and just like chill and laid back, but it's got kind of like a mean vibe to it. Like it's really tough. I love what he's doing on this cut. And I can't quite put a finger on what I think has changed, but I mean, these 2 new songs over here, it's got me like kind of curious, like what's Big Sean going to do next? Because up until this point, I haven't really enjoyed much of anything that he's done. And these 2 tracks have really wowed me. I came into these songs thinking, okay, these will be on the worst tracks list, right? You know, I need to put some more tracks in the worst tracks section. These will be in the worst tracks section. And then I gave him a listen. I was like, this is good. So I don't know, man. The 2016 just will not let up. 2016 is full of fucking surprises. You know, pretty soon, just like anvils will start falling from the fucking sky, I'm pretty sure. And we're going to end it off with the new Metallica track, Atlas Rise, which is, I don't know, just like the last Metallica song that had come out from their latest record recently. Just kind of sounds like Metallica doing Metallica in a very solid way. They're just returning to form a little bit, and they're putting out a good tune. It's not anything altogether new, but it's actually kind of enjoyable. And I love the music video on this track. It's like you're watching a bunch of chill dads like shoot the shit for a day at Guitar Center or something, and you're just like all these clips of James Hetfield, like, you know, just like working on the guitar riffs, sitting on a stool, and you know, of course, like Lars Ulrich is like at the at the drums fucking up, and he's like got headphones on and a headband over the headphones looking like a total dork. But I like the way that Metallica is just coming off like, I don't know, so like I guess regular and human on this cut. Not really a light we often see Metallica in. But I guess it sort of works in this context. But yeah, I don't really think it adds too much to the song, though, you know, because the song is a pretty like badass tune and doesn't exactly, you know, it's not about what they're doing in the studio right there. But still, I think it's a cool little video. I think it's a cool song, and it's got me looking forward to the new record. And I think that's it, guys. Those are all the songs that I wanted to reference to you guys. Those are all the songs that I want you guys to check out. All the best tracks, the tracks that I thought were just okay, the worst tracks. Spare yourself. Don't listen to that Lena Dunham song. Just do yourself a favor. And we're going to leave it at that. Again, hit that Amazon Associates link if you want to support the segment. It's down there in the description, along with all of these songs. They are all linked and referenced down there too. Okay, you guys are the best forever.